change. Sometimes you gotta chase the day in the wrong direction. Please forgive me, Martha, for the way
barlive.com. Hey, how the hell are you? Word crap.
Word crap.
Really?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to start this damn show, and I'm just, I don't know. I usually, when we used to do the show over Rational, I used to just, and on 1360, we used to just start talking because we had the bumper, which started the show, and said, "You're listening to the Big Dave and Clo Show on AM 1360, and now the Big Dave and Clo Show." And that way I didn't have to say a word. I didn't have to give the whole, where the hell you are, what you're listening. I mean, look, if you're too much of a fucking moron to not know where the hell you are and what station you're listening to, turn this shit off and go away.
Right.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Over there, it was the Big Dave and Clo Show. Now it's all just about Big Dave.
Are you really telling me that she's not that loud?
I'm
See,
not.
this is something else I'm trying to figure out. I obviously have some kind of weird hearing impairment.
You do.
Yeah, you do. It's called old age.
Maybe I just don't like the sound of your voice or something. I don't know what it is.
Do you see this?
You probably
It's kind of annoying. Or
You can
something.
sit.
probably do. You
Nobody
clean
can see
your ears?
you're sticking your little, dinky ass Aborigine finger at me.
The people that are watching on the podcast can see me sticking my finger up
I'll
at you.
stick that finger somewhere where the sun don't shine, bitch.
I'd prefer
Stick
not
it in my
to.
face again, I dare you. I will sit on you. I will sit on your face.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I just threw up in my mouth a little.
I just threw up in my mouth a
See,
little.
okay, so last week's show, okay, obviously, this is a brand new site. Thebarlive.com. It's a brand new site. A buttload of listeners are coming to the site, obviously, because there's a lot of great content on the shows. We're dealing with some production issues. As with any new site, you're going to have your first month or two of major production faux pas, where everything is just totally royally effed. Well, a lot of the shows they're kind of going along all right, but our show has kind of had its issues, and we're trying to work through those. So I know I got like 17 emails this week from people. One guy who, I got to say, whoever you are, I think it was. I think the name on it was Jake 7 something at yahoo.com. I don't know, whoever the hell, dude, you were a complete asshole in your email. Whoever you were.
That was me.
No, it wasn't you. You're kidding me. Is the music still playing? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, I was just making sure. I pressed something. I worried about my damn computer today because it was acting funny. Anyway, so they were asking me, and I was like trying to tell everybody, look, I know the YouTube thing had to go down because the sound was choppy, and the podcast for some reason started over like 9 times, and because it's iTunes, lovely Apple, you can't fast forward through it.
Oh my God, please don't.
Effing Apple. I hate Apple. I hate Apple products.
Shut up.
All they do is stick their stuff in your face and go pay a lot of money for it, and then once you do, they go, now you have to use it the way we want you to.
Kind of like
I
you.
like apple pie.
Yeah, screw Apple.
Kind of like you do
So-
every week with your Apple rant about how you hate
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah, I think everybody's...
Shut up.
I think everybody...
We get the picture.
Honey, eat my shorts. I'm continuing on. Now,
They're at least
first of all,
cute this
we're
week.
planning on working on those problems. We're going to get that done. And just want to let you know, we got the incredible, and edible and super sexy Jimmy, our producer, who is on that right now and making sure that this will not happen.
We have to.
Again.
You screwed up, Dave.
What?
We were instructed in the meeting to call him Mr. Producer.
Are you really going to make me do that? You're not going to make me do that, right?
It was Mr. Producer.
Because, I just don't get into that kind of shit. So I don't have to call you Mr. Producer? All right. So anyway, the Pugs Moran show was talking about us the next day after the show. If you missed last week's show, they were talking about our big family meeting that we had, and they apparently crashed the show while we were having our family meeting out there.
Yeah, well, they're douchebags.
Yeah. Well, they kind of are. So the PMS show, which is talking about us the next day for about 20 minutes and talking about how we are the unhealthiest show in radio, saying that you guys drink and smoke and smell of booze, and
You're fat.
I'm fat.
Yeah.
Probably going to die of cancer anytime soon.
Cool.
Or die of a heart attack. And also, on top of that, they were talking about how, instead of, a lot of people bring in, microphones and earphones and things like, we bring in booze.
Yep. And
And
cigarettes.
This is one of our sponsors.
This is true. We have to drink
Old
this.
Crow Reserve. It's 86 proof. That's 6 proofs more than our last sponsor.
Right. And, of course, you never can go wrong with our other sponsor, Boone's Farm.
What are you, 16?
Strawberry wine.
Are you 16?
Strawberry Hill.
Like, only bitches that are 16 can get that stuff and get drunk off it.
Look, you
like,
need to
really?
be careful when you're talking about our sponsor. You just need to, Mel, I've told you about this. If you're going to talk shit, don't talk shit about our sponsors.
Dude, I would get at
it's
least
hard to find sponsors for this show because of you.
get a flippin' grown-up sponsor. Like, really? It reminds me of Passion Pop.
Bitch,
like, what are
please.
you, 12?
Passion pulp.
Are you 12?
Damn.
Passion
At
pulp.
least his gives you, like, a semi-hangover in the morning.
All right, can I finish what I was going to say about Boone's? Look,
Yes.
it's Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill, and it's one of the best wines on earth. And the reason for that is because...
It's only like what, $1.89.
I was going to say, what, the $2 that
I
you
like
got?
the-
It's $2.50 at the convenience store.
I like the purple one, the mountain berry.
Yeah, that's good
That's a
too.
good-
Yeah,
that's
it
good
actually
stuff.
tastes like berries.
So
Yeah.
what? You've only got to stand on the corner for what, about a half an hour before you get enough to buy that?
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right,
stand
so
there
listen up.
shaking
We've
your-
got a great show planned for you. As always, the number 214-736-3569. Is that right? Did I get that
Yeah,
right?
that's
I got that
pretty
memorized
close.
now?
Oh my God.
214-736-3569. Give us a call. Feel free to call in. Don't call in right now because I'm about to go to break. But right quick, I want to tell you, we got a lot about got a lot going on with the show today.
Can you talk?
Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of Red Bulls. I'm a little. Oh.
You sure it's not this cheap crap?
Yeah, it's not. It's not. We're going to be talking about some really cool stuff today. You know what? I really don't want to go into all the stuff we're talking about because it would take me like another half hour just to go into it because we probably won't get to half of it anyway.
Lucky
'cause
we have
really
a radio
don't.
show then.
We're
Hey.
going to talk
It's
about
true.
chicks
I do want to
with
talk a little
dicks.
bit about Facebook, and I do want to talk a little bit about Facebook. Everybody's been talking about that because, you know, we've got the whole, Facebook going public thing. Everybody's buying stuff and already cashing in and making millions. And we've, also want to talk about the U.S. citizenship thing, which caused, what was it, JCPenney or Sears or some shit like that to say goodbye to them.
To Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
who was that said that? I had that story,
Yeah.
but I didn't use it.
that douchebag made
Yeah.
millions and millions of dollars.
Eduardo
here.
Severin, or
And
whatever
said,
his name
I
is.
don't want to be a U.S. citizen, but thanks for letting me be here and make a whole crap load of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking dick.
And then also, we've got some really crazy news today, some odd news about Buddhists. We're going to talk a little bit about religion today, too. So I want you guys to really get
Great.
into the
Oh, that's
conversation
my
about
favorite
that.
topic.
Fun.
I just figured, since we're going to go there and we're just going to embrace this unhealthiness, I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of these subjects that are just, totally not so easy to talk about. I think we're also going to get into
Damn it.
assisted suicide today as well.
Like, really? Are you going to make me slap you? I swear
I'm
to
excited
God.
That's
about
a
it.
kind of a short subject, really.
Freaking
Really, it is.
hate you.
It only takes about 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it takes
Nice nap.
it's
all
like
over with.
Like, really? Really?
Takes a drip and a
Jesus.
Couple of pills.
couple of pills and a shot,
So,
and you're
okay.
done.
So why is it in our pre-show prep you
Right.
never drop
Right.
these little nuggets on me?
Oh,
I
he
know.
did. It was in. You didn't read your prep.
That's
I
right.
did.
You really
No,
didn't.
you didn't, because
I
that
sent
was
you-
in there. I
and I
saw
even
it.
checked to make sure you guys did the
Yeah.
email stuff. All right. And another thing here, too, we're going to be talking about today, we're going to go into Mel's I Want to Touch That.
I wanna
wanna
play
with
with
that.
that.
I'm sorry. I want to play with that with Mel. And Elaine today is also going to, by popular request, he's going to do the segment, I Think I Can Read That with Lane. So that's going to be coming up, too, a little later. We're going to
That
take a
is
real
so
quick
painful.
break.
Yeah, I gotta go smoke some crack.
Right, so you can read it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to At the Bar with Big Dave. I am Big Dave with the lovely Mel and Lane. Behind the board, Mr. Producer Jimmy. We'll be right back.
local restaurant. A local restaurant.
Yeah, just for The hell did I do? Did I do something wrong? Did I screw something up?
You always screw something up.
It's my fat body.
You always screw something. Whoa.
Now what's going on? What did I do? I didn't touch anything. I swear to God, I didn't do a damn thing.
I hate it when I can hear myself talk.
You know, it's kind of good that happened because another segment that I forgot to tell everybody we're going to do today is I'm also going to do the segment on Guess Where I Hid My Pin with Big Dave today.
Jesus.
My experiences,
disgusting.
my experiences as a fat guy during the week. I'm going to tell you what happened to me this week. You're going to love this. Anyway, just for a second, we have the incredible Pugs who's hanging out. He was over here today, and he just happened to still be here, so I wanted to bring him in. And just for a minute, talk a little bit about his show after our show last week. I'm getting ready to play some music here. You ready? I just don't want to scare the hell out of you or anything. There you go. Anyway, Pugs, how you doing? Did I do this again? Is it me that's doing that?
Well, stop playing with it.
It's not me? All right, because, look, I just want to know that I'm not screwing something up. I'm good, right, Jimmy?
No, tell him he's screwing something up.
Okay. Anyway, Pugs is on the show. He said he would come in for just a minute. Talk a little bit about what you said because I didn't have time to get the audio from your show. I'm talking about last week. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you brought me in here under the pretense of me talking about how I claimed you were the most unhealthy show in all of radio. I'm going to distance myself from that. That is not what I said.
You said that. You
No, I did
specifically
not.
said that,
No,
Pugs.
I echoed it. It was Brandon's diagnosis. He was the one who said it absolutely first.
I'll tell you.
And I thought it was funny, so I kind of went with it.
Okay, see, you're guilty anyway because you went with it.
All
You
right.
liked the idea.
By association, yes. Well, look, I don't know if you're the most unhealthy show ever. I mean, you know, I know people who did shows with raging, crack habits. So I'm sure that they're a little bit worse off than you guys are.
Anybody do any crack on our show?
Hold on. Wasn't it you that said, oh, they get here, they've just had a smoke in their car. They stand outside, they smoke for, before the show. They're coming
was
here,
just telling the
they
truth.
smoke again. I heard everything you said,
Am I
Pugs.
wrong? Is anything that I said there wrong?
Yeah, I gotta have to agree with
I
that.
just, I don't smoke. I chew tobacco.
Mister,
So
I spit every 5 minutes. Learn to swallow like a normal person.
Sonny, I've never learned to swallow, and I'm going to leave that one up to you because that's what you're best at, okay?
Yes, and I admit it.
Would you? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but would you say that you?
Yeah, don't
are
interrupt
a
me on my show,
health-conscious
by the way.
show?
No.
Always.
That's
due
right.
respect.
I work out.
Well,
Yeah.
I do yoga.
All right.
I'm very flexible, but I must admit there was there was two things that were brought up last week, and one of them I took extreme offense to.
Oh no.
One of them, the two were, one we're the most unhealthiest show on radio,
Brandon
and the
said that.
second one was that we don't like each other. I took extreme offense to
Oh,
the
really?
fact that we are unhealthy.
Because I was an eyewitness to something that
Hold on.
suggested that maybe
That's-
there were some underlying issues.
And I got to say, Mel, I don't know what you're talking. We really don't like each other half the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. We love each other, but we hate each other all
Thank
at the
you.
same time.
That's
Screw
exactly it.
Screw you.
I mean, you guys are you're like my sister. You're like my brother, and I never got along with my brothers and sisters. Half the time we were beating the hell out of each other in the back, and, just so mom and dad wouldn't find out.
No, the only thing that worried me is that they bagged us as being the unhealthiest show on radio.
Well, we really
give two
kind of,
craps about whether
except
I
for the
like
fact
you
we
or
don't
not.
do crack, he's pretty much right.
I mean, look, you walk in. I said that that bottle of Old Creek Reserve should be used on this show.
Hey,
What is it? Old
it's
Crow.
Old Crow Reserve,
Okay.
And that's a
it's one of our
sponsor.
sponsors.
Is it?
Thank
Yes.
you very
Okay,
much.
my apology. It looks
It's
like a fine bourbon.
86 proof.
He's really
Is
proud.
that more?
That's
Yes,
six
it's more.
more proof.
6 more. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 80 proof.
Than
Okay,
regular.
All right.
He's really proud of that.
That's okay. Good. I'm a whiskey
Bastard.
fan. Not necessarily a bourbon whiskey fan, but I'm sure it's fantastic stuff.
So you're talking about the unhealthiness of our show, and you also mentioned that you seem to think. I don't know. I'm just curious. Do you really feel like we're that effed up? I mean, does it
Well,
does
I
it
think that
bother
there's
you?
some. I think there's some obvious dysfunction.
You called our
I
show.
think that-
You called our show a train wreck.
No, I meant. Well, if I meant a train wreck, I meant it in the best possible way.
Oh, like
okay.
a good train wreck.
Would you turn away from a train wreck? Let me ask you this. Now, you're not going to back
Well,
me into
I
a
mean-
corner on this. A train wreck, in the context that I used it, was nothing more than a call to action
Okay,
for those
let me get
listening.
this straight.
You wouldn't turn
Uh-huh.
away from a train wreck.
Hold on.
So like
hold
a
on.
train wreck
But
where
you did-
nobody
okay.
died.
Hold on a second.
Okay,
Hold on.
so
Yeah.
Patrick just
Hold
walked
on,
in,
hold
and I
on.
didn't see you use any derogatory terms towards his show, which is called You're Never Right.
Their
but,
show,
you know,
their
They're
show is
exceptional.
they are are exceptional because they actually know what organization is. All right, listen. So let me get this straight, Pugs. You're saying you said train wreck in the best possible way.
Yes,
So you're
yes.
actually trying to get me to buy that you can use train wreck in a way that is actually exceptional.
Well, I think that your interpersonal.
Am I that? Do I
relationships
look
here-
that effing stupid?
Yes.
No. It's semantics here. You're
Right,
taking train wreck
semantics.
with
Using
bodies
big words
scattered
on me
all
now.
over.
Like I would know what that word meant.
Imagine it was a train wreck filled with beer, and there was just beer scattered off. That would be a good train wreck.
He meant it
You
in
would
the
not be able
most Christian way possible.
Right.
No, I did not mean it in the most Christian way possible.
Wow.
That ain't me. No, what I mean is it's can't miss radio. I even said that.
Is
I
this
think
tr-
I
maybe
think
that's the
you're-
reason why we get so many hits, because we are a train wreck in the best possible way.
Please, you want to be a train wreck. Nobody turns away from a train wreck. Nobody. You got to look
Maybe
at
we
it.
should change the name of our show. And that's another thing too. We were talking about how Mel and Lane had this major problem. Well, not so much Lane, but Mel has this major problem with not having her name on the show. You know what? I've decided to make a new name for the show. You ready?
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to change everything now, because from now on, the name of the show will be the Big Dave and So and So Show.
Screw you.
How's that?
Screw you. And for a start, I don't have a problem with it's the Big Dave
Yeah,
show.
you do. You
yeah,
have
you
a
do.
serious
No,
issue with
I
it.
have a problem.
And I'll tell you something else.
did last week.
You
Hold
have. I think you have sexual tension between you and Lane.
Yeah,
I
you
agree with
do.
Jimmy on that. I think you want to bang Lane.
Oh yeah,
Hold
we were,
on.
I
we
see
were-
you as a
wanna-
sister. I
I
see
mean-
him as a brother, but I see you and him as my sister and brother wanting to do it.
No, I want
And
to
it's really
bang. I want to bang her
disgusting.
in
In a Christian way?
family. No, a family kind of a way, an incestual way. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, not like really, but
like the internet kind of way.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
If we want to get back to this whole issue, okay, I don't have a problem with it's the Big Dave show. I have a problem with the fact that your fat ass and Chloe, who is no longer here,
Our little no. Now
Is-
hold on a second. Let's not say Chloe is no longer. Chloe is
for the meantime is missing,
exactly.
is all over the brand new posters, all over the brand new flyers, all over everything that's been put out on the show.
Look, honey, go get
He's
your own
not-
radio show, and you can have your own little pictures on there too.
Look.
Would you
I'll-
like me to leave? Because I can.
There's the door,
Look.
bitch.
Hey, Mel.
All right,
Mel.
sit down, Mel. That's see,
Mel,
this is what I mean.
look,
Train wreck,
well-
dysfunction.
We'll take some pictures of us banging and put them on the posters.
That's right. You can put it on some posters. I'll put it right there next to my fat ass standing next to Chloe.
How about no? But in the other posters for the Big Dave and Chloe show, there was another little gorgeous woman who was down in the corner, and then we
Oh!
had Jason who was in the other corner.
Are
And
you
they were-
telling me you're jealous of Joe? You're jealous of Crazy Joe, who used to be on the show.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
she
ju-
was a bikini model. Yeah, she was hot. Yeah, I banged her a couple of times and Taryn didn't know about it. But it doesn't really matter, okay? It's
You
over.
didn't
It's
bang
done.
her.
Bitch, my ass is in the hell yeah calendar. So whatever, okay? It has nothing to do with
You're
Joe.
jealous of Joe.
No, I'm
You
not
wish
jealous of Joe.
you wish you had Joe's yams. Just admit it.
I swear to God, I'm
Go
about
ahead.
to like flip my shit.
Say it. Just say, I wish I
Joe.
had Joe's yams.
I'm
And
gonna-
you're going to have Joe's
I'm
yams
gonna
pretty
have Joe's
soon.
yams in like a couple of months.
So just deal with the fact. We'll get you some
No.
pictures whenever you get the new yams.
It's got nothing to do with Joe's yams.
I'll tell you what, I'll make you do. Get the new yams. We'll do some pictures.
It has to do with it's the Big Dave show, or live at the bar with Big Dave, and I'm just kind of sitting over
I'll
here
tell you
going,
what. I'll tell you what. When you get yours done, we'll have a compare. What we'll do is we'll post on Facebook your yams and my yams, and side by side.
your yams are always going to be bigger than mine, like regardless. You're always going to have a bigger ass. You're always going to have bigger boobs, and there's nothing I can do about that, no
Can
matter
I
how
take
much.
back something real quick?
Sure, go right ahead. Lane.
Can we wait until after you get your new yams to bang and take pictures? For
We
the-
are
I
not
agree.
going to bang and take pictures.
I thought you said you wanted to bang and take pictures.
What do you
of it
think,
to
Pugs?
put
I
on
mean,
the thing.
Pugs, do you agree there's some kind of weird sexual tension going on that I'm not catching, that
Yeah,
I
we brought
finally
that
have
up.
caught? I'm sorry.
I think we brought that up.
Yeah, you did. As a matter of fact, Jimmy was the one who brought it up. As a matter
It's
of
not
fact.
sexual. It's sexual healing.
There is no
more than
sexual
gay.
tension between Lane and myself.
No.
Honey, you were trying to touch his junk last week. I watched. I
She
was
did.
sitting right over
She
here. You
tried
had
to
your little
touch my junk.
had your
earlier.
little hoochie mama skirt on, and you said it was for work. But yeah, you were wearing a little hooker outfit, and you're over there touching his junk, trying to get his cigarettes out of his pocket for him. I watched you reach in there, and you even had to go, "Oh my God, what's that?" And he had to say, "It's just my cigarettes. I'm sorry."
My little hooker outfit. I wear this for work. I leave work, which
That's
I
right.
get paid for, and come here
'cause
to
you're
do
a-
this
I don't
and
get
listen to
paid
your
for.
abuse and your shit. Like, really?
It's because you're a hooker.
Screw you.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Told you.
How much for a happy ending?
For you, there is not enough money in the world. Ever. Go
I'll
see
do
your
it
wife.
for
Your
$9
wife's
grand.
sitting over there. Go
Lane, yeah, Lane will do it. Lane will do it. Lane don't give a crap. I'll reach down there. He'll just keep his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Sexual-
Everybody's done this for like $5-6 when they needed it.
Wow. So anyway, Pugs, did we get off of the subject? No, we
Yes,
didn't. No,
we
we're still
did.
dysfunctional.
No,
yeah.
because you still think
Well,
that it's...
I just want to
Own
make
it.
I just want to make a point. You know, I'm going to own it. You know, I was thinking about it afterwards, and I really wasn't offended by it. I actually was kind of laughing my ass off. I was
good.
like,
You shouldn't have
I was like,
been.
you
I
know
meant
what?
to
He's
love it.
absolutely right. We are kind of a train wreck in the greatest kind of way. But
So
it's
you're
all
take-
right.
So you're taking back the whole thing that gets somebody to take Pugs out thing. You know when we do that.
No,
right?
no, I don't want to take Pugs out
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
I
Cool.
guess I've come to understand.
Good, because I didn't make the call yet.
Because I'm gonna make, I'm gonna find things. I'm gonna start listening to Pugs' show on a regular basis and find things that I can make fun of Pugs for.
Have
So
at
we're gonna make
invite
our
that.
show based on making fun of Pugs' show.
No, because I actually want to screw with the guys on YNR Radio too. Because these guys are, God, they're young and they're impressionable.
And they're professional, nothing
And
like us.
you know what?
Talented.
It's going to be even more fun to make fun of the guys in the YNR show because they haven't been around long enough to not take it seriously. So it's going to be even more fun because when we say something, they're going to actually go, "Do I really do that?" You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna spook them. You're gonna get in there.
Yeah, smoke them, get in their heads. You know. So we're going to have to do that with the YNR show.
Okay.
Because these kids are going to be fun to play with. Like, I think the first
That
show I
sounded
watched, they were a
disgusting.
little nervous. They were a little nervous, I was watching their first show. They were a little nervous, little nervous. And you could tell that because they were all laughing about anything and everything. Like you'd say, "Hey, how's it going?" What? What's funny about that? I don't understand
It
that.
made Screech's hair all go like straight up
Right.
center.
So speaking of unhealthy, Pugs, by the way, I want to thank you for hanging out on the show. You're more welcome to hang out as long as you want today, as long as you can deal with it.
Yeah, sure. I've only been here
Well,
since 9:30 this morning.
Well, then why don't you? What are you saying? You saying you want to go home? Just go
No,
home.
I'm saying it's
Just,
okay.
I mean, I'm not forcing you to stay here. I don't have you tied to the chair. Although if you'd like that.
I'm afraid if I go out there, I'll have to talk money with Brandon. So I'm gonna stay in here. we're gonna hide in here.
okay. All right. Well, you're more than welcome to stay here. I tell you what. Somebody posted on our Bar Live Facebook something that I just absolutely positively have to say. You guys know who's listened to our show since the Rational Broadcasting days. You know my thing on service industry. I'm really big on service. I believe that it's so hard to make $1 nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm going to pay $1 for something, I want to make sure I get $1 worth of whatever it is. And if I don't get $1 worth, I'm going to be a raging asshole the entire time.
Right.
I'm a complete asshole when it comes to not getting what I want. Well, this story was posted on Facebook. I'm going to turn this music off here and go to this audio. You ready to go over there, Jimmy?
Customer got upset because an all-you-can-eat fish fry didn't live up to its name. Annie Scholes is live in Thiensville with this true fishtail. Annie.
Mike, at 6'6", 350 pounds, Bill Wist admits that he can pack it away.
Okay, right there. See, now, when I was
6'6".
watching this video, I
Can I
got...
interrupt
hold
you
on.
for 1 second, Dave?
Hold on. Wait.
I got to say one word.
Okay.
Fantastic transition.
Okay,
That
thanks.
was fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, let me just tell you this right now. First of all, this is what pissed me off right off the bat.
What?
Okay, and I
You're
get pissed
fatter
off
than
really
me?
easy when people start talking shit about fat people when they're a skinny bitch. All right. This is what? Where am I looking? Live on TMJ4 in God knows where. Some
Oh,
whole
no, that's Wisconsin, eh? That's
it
up
is?
There. Oh, yeah, that's right up there. I believe it's Fond du Lac
Hey,
where they do the fish
I'm
fries.
going to let you hear this bitch again. Now, listen to her sarcasm. Okay, first of all, she's a little skinny bitch. Probably weighs about 105 pounds soaking wet. All right, got the blonde...
restaurant.
Got the blonde hair, like, if you made her wet, she'd look like a wet poodle.
A customer got upset because
Okay,
an
now here we go. Now listen
all-you-can-eat
to
fish
her, the
fry
way she
didn't live up to its name.
talks about the guy.
Annie Scholes is live in Thiensville
Annie
with
Scholes.
this true fishtail. Annie.
Okay, right there. First thing.
Annie.
The nod to the head, like,
Well,
I can't believe I'm having to talk about this.
Annie. I
Annie,
mean,
hold on. Here we go.
Mike, at
Wisconsin.
6'6", 350 pounds, Bill
There you go.
6'6",
350 pounds.
You are reading way too much. in
I am
this.
not reading it. This skinny bitch is sitting there judging this guy right off the bat because he's a big guy.
No, No, he's a fat bastard. There is no big guy.
See,
He's a
there you
fat
go.
bastard.
There you go. You're judging too.
How much do you
West
weigh?
Skinny
admits
bitch.
that he can pack it away more than most, and he wants one local restaurant to make all you can eat, all he can eat too.
Once again, there it is.
It's false advertising.
Bill Wisseth has a beef with the all-you-can-eat fish fry at Chuck's Place in Thiensville. He was there Friday when the restaurant cut him off after he ate a dozen pieces.
We asked for more fish, and they refused to give us any more fish.
The restaurant says it was running out of fish and patience.
Now, just out of curiosity, am I out of line to believe? Now, Mel, you don't count here, okay? Because you're not a guy. But am I out of line to believe that any one of us in this room could not take down a dozen pieces of fried catfish?
Oh, geez, no, that's perch. You don't even know what they're doing up there in Wisconsin. Those are big pieces of filleted perch. Christ, right out of Lake Michigan, eh?
Either way,
It's a lot of food. 12 is a lot of food.
Don't you think
12
you can?
is a lot of food.
Oh,
no,
Jesus.
look.
Oh, yeah, hey.
I'm just
I could take down
gonna
12.
say that, in my younger years, I ate once a day at CC's, and I killed it.
Killed it.
I mean, killed it.
How much could you eat?
I could eat 2 whole pizzas.
2.
And then I
Okay.
wouldn't eat the whole day.
Now, I'm just saying, I kind of agree with this guy. What if you were sitting at CC's, the all-you-can-eat buffet that you paid for with your hard-earned money, okay, and he's not a fat bastard, Mel, and they told you after 2 pizzas, I'm sorry. No, 1 pizza because you're not done yet. You're done.
Hold on.
no.
But look at it on the other foot. What if I walked my happy little ass in there and had to sit down and got told, I'm sorry, you got to wait 5 to 10 minutes because some fat bastard just cleared out the buffet.
Arguing
I'm sorry.
Bill has been a problem customer before. They sent him on his way with another 8 pieces, but that still wasn't enough. He was so
gets better.
fired
That's
up,
20
he called the
pieces.
police. Why did you think you needed to call the police about it?
Well, because I think that people have to stand up for consumers.
And he wasn't done. He came back 2 days later with a picket sign. Elizabeth Remming is a waitress there and says they've tried to work with Bill over the years, like letting him have a tab he still hasn't paid off.
He's got a tab.
He's got a tab
got a
for an
tab.
all-you-can-eat
A
buffet.
tab that he's not caught up on.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, I've got a running account here.
He's got a
Bill
running
isn't
account.
backing down, saying his fish fry fight isn't over. But in the end, even he had something nice to say.
They do have like some of the best pizza in town. If you like.
I mean,
Look,
the story
they're
is
supposed
beautiful.
to-
The
look,
story is beautiful. I mean, he's a
this is
big
the-
guy. He
this is-
appreciates his food.
This is the restaurant's fault because, see, the
What?
way... Yes, it is. Because the way it's supposed to work is you factor, and I owned a restaurant, you factor in the fact that, okay,
I got music
big
coming on.
fat
don't wanna
guy
scare you.
comes in, he's going to, hit the buffet really hard. You're not going to make any money off of it. But somebody like you comes in, and then you don't eat actually enough to cover the amount that you've paid. So they make money off of you. So it's supposed to kind of wash
Even out?
where they make 10%, 15% off of it.
But see, that's the thing.
See,
How
you always
much-
leave it to Lane to come up with the actual technical side of it.
What I want to know is how much he tipped that poor girl for running her little ass back and forth to the buffet every time she had to refill his plate.
He had to go to the buffet. She didn't have to run around.
An all-you-can-eat buffet doesn't mean that you actually have a table like at CC's. It's this little rinky-dink bloody restaurant.
Are you guys familiar with this concept? I'm familiar because this is my stomping ground. This is where I grew up. This is where I spent every summer. Do you know what an all-you-can-eat perch buffet is? I mean,
I have no idea what. I didn't really catch your joke. No, if that's what you're saying.
It's a huge thing in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, especially this time of year and throughout the summer. Every Friday night, every supper club, and yeah, they have supper clubs still, because everything is a lake town up there. Everybody's got a cottage. And they all
Well,
have
Lake
these-
Michigan.
Well, yeah, right. But there's also a million other lakes that are tributaries of that and all that. At any rate, all of these places, perch, an all-you-can-eat perch thing, he had 20 pieces after they gave him the additional 8 to take home with, okay? That's about 10 pounds of fish. That's a lot of food. So I know it sounds crazy when you say, oh, he only had 12, like we're thinking cocktail shrimp. No. These are about half a pound slabs each, fillets, breaded. I mean, that's a lot of food the guy ate. I was wondering if that would be lost on people who weren't familiar with what the perch fries are.
But that wasn't a perch. It said catfish. It literally said catfish. It wasn't perch. It said it was a catfish. All you can eat. There was a sign on the video that said, all you can eat catfish.
It's perch as well. I mean, that's the big delicacy up there. But if it was 12 pieces of catfish, I don't know.
And I don't understand what, I mean, if anybody out there who's had.
They got catfish that are 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah.
He's like, where's that I want some now?
Mississippi River, man. You pull them out.
Big mud sucking.
I mean, yeah. Giant ones, longer than this table.
They're beautiful.
Aren't catfish just carp? Aren't they almost the same thing?
No.
They're not?
No, if you've ever eaten carp, it's horrible.
No.
If you've ever eaten perch, it's horrible. In my opinion, I've had both.
No.
There's two fish I like: rainbow
I love
trout.
perch. You don't like perch?
Yeah.
As far
perch is good.
No, as
You
far
like
as
perch with a
freshwater.
little lemon and breading?
Yeah, as far as freshwater fish, I'm a perch. I'm sorry, I'm a catfish, and I like rainbow trout.
No,
Those are my
see-
two.
Well, and you like alligator, Gar.
Catfish are scum-sucking fish.
Are we
They
really
dwell
talking
on the
about fish
bottom.
now?
Yeah.
Like
I'm done.
I will not eat catfish ever. It's disgusting. It's no.
In related news,
I want perch now.
I want to go.
No.
Making everybody
There
hungry.
was
Fried
14
shrimp
catfish killed today in a drive-by shooting.
There we go. In related news, not so related news, I want to talk about this. I want to get into a subject that is hard hitting.
Gay fish.
Gay fish.
I guess you could say that. Something similar to that. There's a homophobic who's a fighter. Is it an MMA
not
fighter?
a
I believe he's an
homophobic.
MMA.
No, he's the welterweight champion of the world. He is
Okay.
widely considered to be the greatest boxer alive.
Thank you.
Really? He doesn't look like much.
He's by the way, he's also a senator.
I think I could
consider a senator in the Philippines.
And a
He's an
singer.
elected politician.
And he's a singer.
Okay,
sells out
let's give him their name.
stadiums.
Let's give him Manny
Manny
Pacquiao.
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 Manny
You
Pacquiao.
really have never heard of Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
He was probably one of the 10 best-known athletes in the world.
Thank
No,
you.
I really never heard of him. I'm
He
sorry.
will kick your ass.
I don't know. He looks kind of small. I bet you I could take him on.
He's the
I
guy. You've
doubt
heard of
it.
Floyd Mayweather?
He would hit you about 15 times.
Have you heard of
before
Floyd
ever even
Mayweather?
moved.
Yeah, Mayweather.
Okay. Manny Pacquiao is the guy Floyd Mayweather is afraid to fight.
Yep.
Okay.
And everybody's been saying if Mayweather wants to be considered one of the greats, he's got to fight Pacquiao,
Yep.
and he refuses to fight him.
So this he's a little crazy. He's crazy.
No,
Pacquiao?
he's brilliant.
No, yeah, he's brilliant. He busts all
Brilliant.
stereotypes about fighters. He's brilliant as far as
Fighting.
Okay.
Right, and he's also a
Well-
very smart intellect. However, he's been a born again Christian now for a couple of years.
However, he's obviously homophobic, and
That's
that's
how
what
he
the
got
story
elected.
is about.
He got elected by having
By
this
being
born-again
homophobic?
thing. No, by having a born again, because the Philippines is very Catholic. It's that whole thing.
Okay. Well, the story that I was reading, he won't is this. He won't be shopping with the stars ever again, as the homophobic boxing superstar has been banned from Hollywood's ultimate entertainment destination. Training in Los Angeles for his upcoming fight against Timothy Bradley Pacquiao. Am I correct on that? Pacquiao was scheduled. Look, I'm sorry. I don't understand. It's a big fucking word. I don't understand it.
Pack a cow.
Pack a quat, whatever you want to call it. Give a shit. I don't care. I'll kick his ass. I got you, Pacquiao. Take it on.
No.
I want Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
Okay.
Ow.
All right.
Meow.
Look, I don't give a shit. Okay.
His
bit?
name
Do you
Here he is.
really not know who this guy is?
Okay,
I thought you were doing a bit.
Pacquiao was scheduled to sit down for an interview Wednesday with Extra to host Mario Lopez at the Grove, LA's legendary shop mall where celebrities and tourists mingle or in overpriced shops. The restaurant has banned him from there because of his homophobic statements that he did on an interview. And I got a question for you. My question isn't really about Pacquiao or Pacquiao. My question is, should this mall have the right to be able to ban him for being openly against gays?
Yes.
Because if we're talking about an American place of business, we're talking about America being the land of free speech, and that's what I use here every day. Watch this. Fuck. See, I can do that because I'm in America.
You can't.
I should be able to go into any mall in America, whether I'm homophobic, whether I'm non-homophobic, whether I'm a cross-dresser, or whether I go and have sex with little old ladies. at little old lady bars. I don't care what I'm doing. I should be able to do that. And for a mall to simply point out, look, we will not let this guy come in because he is homophobic is absolutely, positively ridiculous and stupid. It's simply saying that we have to impress a bunch of prudes out there who feel as if we don't show them that we don't like homophobes, then we're a bad company. This frustrates the hell out of me. We got a bunch of weak corporations that have millions of dollars with a bunch of pencil pushers behind there, scared to death of what mommy's going to say over here or what Mr. Gay Guy's going to say over here. You know what? This is a free country. Let's get it together, people. It's okay to be different. It's okay to have your own opinion.
No, because you want to know what the difference is? They have a certain image to uphold. Just like this show,
That's my whole point.
We're projecting ourselves to a certain audience. This is projecting themselves to a certain audience. And the difference is this guy is followed around by paparazzi 24/7. So wherever he is, there's going to be someone else taking photographs. And that whenever they find out where he is...
Oh, God forbid, Pacquiao comes in and we got cameras and everybody sees us as the homophobic capital of the world.
Because there'll be protesters that follow. Do you really want to be shopping at Neiman Marcus in one of these places and then be mobbed by a whole heap of protesters while you're walking out because he's walking around the mall?
Yeah,
they're going to mob me. They're just going to mob Pacquiao.
No, but it interferes in your space because of him and being there.
No, see, what you're doing is that liberal thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I agree. She's getting ready to go load liberal on our ass.
Seriously,
Here she goes.
listen to me. You're making a prediction of how people are going to act.
It's L.A. There is no prediction.
No,
you're making the prediction.
He said something, made his opinion, and now they're not going to let him come in. Now, if he had come in and paparazzi followed him and it was a big ordeal, then I could understand them going, look, man, we can't have
in the future,
you coming in here.
I can get that.
It disrupts everything.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
You're making the assumption that this is the way it's going to be.
So are they. They are making the assumption too.
Mister, I got pissed off last week because Jimmy had an opinion and you wanted to get up and walk out, and now you're worried about everybody else's opinions?
Exactly. Hold on just a second. Wait, hold it right there. Hold those thoughts. I'm going to take a 3-minute break. But first, Pugs, your opinion on this.
No, I read the story and I heard what you just said in the setup. Is this the mall that has banned him, or is this the restaurant where he was supposed to be having the appearance?
No. It is the mall. It's the Hollywood Mall.
I don't understand how a mall, which is a collection of business owners, can actually
come together and say,
I understand the concern. Look, if it was a restaurant owner who said that, hey, he's going to be here for this Mario Lopez interview or whatever it was that you set up, I couldn't really hear. That restaurant owner has every right to say, you know what, I don't want this guy in here any more than I would want a neo-Nazi in here or anyone else that has...
No, hold on a minute. Did you just compare Pacquiao to a neo-Nazi because he's homophobic?
No. Well, no, what I said was I was trying to give an example of another person who may have an opinion that would be offensive to a great number of people.
That's bullshit.
Okay, hold on. Listen, we're going to take a real quick break. I want to talk about this a little bit more. Okay, we're going to take a real quick break. Once again, we're opening the phone lines right now, 214-736-3569. I want you to give your opinion, and it better be about this. If you call up and we answer that phone and you're going to talk about some stupid shit, I'm going to hang up on your ass. We got it coming up here in just a second, okay? Right here, we're going to take 3 minutes. Count them. 3 minutes. You guys got 3 minutes to suck those cigarettes down.
What's the number?
214-736-3569. At the Bar with Big Dave, thebarlive.com. We'll be right back. thebarlive.com. I am Big Dave right here with you. You're listening to At the Bar with Big Dave. Was that better? Does that sound more perfect? I want to get these bumpers. Can we get those bumpers? Hold on. Can we get those bumpers done by next week?
Yeah,
Lane.
I'll have them.
It's still
Okay.
At the Bar with Big Dave.
And I'd like to introduce our
Like,
new
there is
sponsor.
no end, Mel and Lane. It's
Carnival
At the Bar
cigarettes.
with Big Dave.
Jesus, Mel, will you shut the fuck up? I'm so
No.
sick and tired of hearing that shit. I swear to God, it's getting old. Go do something with your dingo.
Screw you.
Hey, Dave, wait. I'll wait till I get the bumpers.
All right,
I'll
listen
have
up. We're
one
talking
for her.
Okay, you will?
Yeah, it'll be
a
like
dingo-ator, baby.
No, it'll be real professional, and it'll be like, welcome back to At the Bar Live with this hoe.
Yes. Okay, perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of hoes, we're talking about Pacquiao. And
Pacquiao.
Pac-
Bitch, say it right.
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
So
Yeah, we're
easy.
talking about Pacquiao and how he
Oh
is
my
now
God.
banned from malls. Now, I want you guys' opinion on that. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to call in, 214-736-3569, and take your
state,
phone
Pastor?
calls on this. What is your opinion about that? Since Mel is the bisexual in the room, I first of all want to start with her.
You cut me off. You didn't even let me finish. You went to
that's
me and
right.
asked my opinion.
You know,
and
you're
now
right.
just
You know,
go-
Well, it's
hold on.
because you're a douche.
Okay, here we go.
I may be, but
All
I'm
right,
a douche,
Pugs.
I'm an opinionated dude.
Give me your opinion on
Look,
that.
here's the problem with this. You talk about this being freedom, and this guy should be allowed to go anywhere he wants. What about the freedom of the business owner? What about the freedom of the person who runs the mall, who says that I don't want this kind of stuff going on? I am of the belief, and I've said this before, and I've taken a lot of heat from it. I am a very progressive-minded individual, but I do not believe that we should force people. For instance, here's an example: if you run a diner in a small town, you run a diner in small town Alabama, and it ain't 1965, it's 2012, and you decide in that diner, your mom and pop place, you don't want to serve black people. I think you should be allowed to make that decision.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
I like
absolutely
that.
think the
I
business
like
But let
where
me tell
he's
you
going
something.
with this.
But it goes somewhere else. It is up to us, the citizens of that community,
Hey,
to have a
hold on a second.
backlash against
What-
that place and not go there.
Holy effing
It's-
shit. Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely. If you want to commit business suicide by making a antisocial decision like that, then it's up to the community. It is up to us to recognize that this is not a business that we want to patronize
No.
and to not go.
No.
I
But
kinda
don't
agree
think-
with him.
I don't think you have a right to tell someone who starts their own business if they don't want to sell to somebody. I think they should be allowed to make that mistake.
Hold on a minute. Wait. I got a perfect example of what kind of goes along with what you're saying. Look at Westboro Baptist Church. If they want to destroy themselves as an organization,
Let them.
let
But
them.
they're not, because there are stupid mongrels
You know
that
what the
follow
difference?
that shit.
Hold on. You know what the difference is? Separation of church and state. The state can't do anything about
my God.
the Westboro Baptist Church because they can't get involved. With the state, when somebody says, "I don't like gays, I don't want them in my store," the state can actually come in and be controlling about that. Now I don't know. I think it's a tit for tat, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Most business owners are out to make money, so they don't care. Everybody's money's green.
That's right.
So the chances of a business owner going, look, we're not serving gays or we're not serving black people, it's pretty much slim to none. Because let me tell you, I have my own business, and I don't even know what, it's online. So I don't know what, color, nationality, sexual origin.
You know those clothes that you
anybody.
sell, you probably got a bunch of terrorists buying clothes from you.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't, and
I
I
buy
don't,
it.
I
I buy
don't,
'em.
I don't know. I don't really care. Their money's green,
See
you know.
terrorists
It's
walking
like I
around
don't-
in the
But
yoga
you as a
pants.
business owner, I believe you have the right to make bad business decisions.
No,
No,
Wait,
yes,
wait.
I agree with you.
And
Wait,
it's
hold on.
nobody. It's not the government's place
Hold
to
on a
say
second.
no.
I
They'll
agree
be
with you.
blowing up buildings, but at least
Yeah, I
their
know.
ass looks
Exactly.
good.
I can see it in a news story already. I just had to go there with the yoga pants that you sell on
Yeah.
Revolution Lane. I can just hear it now.
You can't hide an underwear bomb in those yoga pants, dude.
Terrorist
They're
blows
too
himself
tight.
up with Revolution Lane breeches on. Yeah.
Dies with a great looking ass.
Yeah.
Hey, how about 30 years ago? Let's reverse this. What if 30 years ago the owner of this mall said that he didn't want to let openly gay people in?
Yeah, but see, there's a big
And it could have happened. 30 years ago, it could have happened with black
Nobody
people.
would have cared.
Unless they're like flaming when they walk in the door. There's a big difference between noticing someone who's black and noticing someone who's gay.
But see,
Because you look at me and you would never think that I like women. like I'm bisexual and very openly bisexual.
yes, I
about
would.
it.
No, we
But
knew
you
that.
never
when we
walk-
first saw
Unless you
Your
know
wide
me.
watch band and comfortable shoes tell the whole story.
But unless you knew me, you wouldn't know that I was bisexual.
No,
I could
honey.
walk into any store and
True.
buy anything,
Right.
and nobody would know jack shit.
No,
Right.
honey,
There's a
you're
big difference.
you're butch right off the start. I mean, it was
No.
just obvious. I mean, when you walked in, I said, "Where's her lover?" You know.
Yeah. No, I'm with
I
you.
was waiting for the chick with really short hair, ginormous tits coming. You know. I was just
That's not
wondering what happened.
That's not true.
I'm
Don't-
gonna beat
Yeah, it is.
your ass.
Nah, you're just trying to tweak her a little bit.
Yeah, am I tweaking? her?
I don't think that there's anything.
I think she's
about
been
her.
tweaked a
I
lot.
think she's very feminine. I think she's feminine. I don't think she carries herself bullish.
You're gonna
or anything
make
like
me
that.
drop the
No,
MF
I'm not
bomb.
saying. Hold on, I'm not
saying.
saying she's butch. I'm just saying that
She's half bush.
she's the female counterpart of that relationship.
What?
That's all I'm saying. And you know that I'm being serious. I mean, there's with the gay relationships, there's always a female counterpart, whether it's man, woman, or woman.
I'm gonna fucking shoot
Look,
him.
am I wrong on this? You're
Swear to
bisexual.
I'm gonna shoot him in
I don't even know how we got on that. Maybe I
And
shouldn't
just
do
be
that.
Swear to Jesus.
Well, no, we are talking about gays, so it's all
Yeah.
right.
We gotten off
I
topic.
guess
No,
swear-
we're still on topic. We're still talking about gays.
I'm bisexual. There's a bloody big difference
No,
between
you're gay.
being No,
You're
I'm
gay.
not. I'm bisexual.
No, there's no such thing as bisexual.
I
Yes,
agree
there
with you
is.
on that.
No
I've
such
tried to
thing.
tell her this.
Well, maybe there's a maybe
Don't go there,
there's-
Pugs. I'm
maybe
telling
there's
you.
wiggle room for women, but for guys,
Wiggle room.
there is no bisexual.
Yes, there is.
If you S a D and you're a guy, you're gay.
No.
That's it. Yes.
No.
Yes. If you can have sex.
Don't
with
you
another
shake
man,
your head, Jimmy. Okay, Mister. Like, fucking gel my hair every day and look stylish or shit. Don't you dare go there. Okay.
Look.
You champion gay rights, so don't even go there with that
It
bullshit.
has nothing to do
has
with
nothing to do
Oh my
gay
God!
rights.
Hold on,
It has
wait.
to do
And
with
Jimmy
calling
doesn't even.
BS.
Hold on, wait. And Jimmy doesn't even have a microphone to defend himself on that one.
Good.
That one's not fair at all.
No, it doesn't have anything to
There is
do
a
with
big
gay
bloody
rights.
difference between a
Saying-
gay person and a bisexual person. Like,
Look,
period, full stop, the end.
I am a straight man, and I can tell you that I couldn't just decide to be bisexual. I could not
not a
penetrate
matter-
a man's anus. I
No.
couldn't. The blood wouldn't flow to the right
It is
places.
not a
I would be
matter.
flaccid.
Hey, not
but
even-
If you can penetrate a man's anus and you can stimulate yourself, you're gay.
No.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, not even a Viagra will help that
It's
situation.
not
No.
a choice. It is
Well,
not
there
a
is
choice.
one thing that will help. I mean, money.
Money.
And so
Pay for pay is
I mean,
different.
I'm not gay, but like
Given the right circumstances, the right amount of money.
it's like I was reading an article about John Edwards. His mistress was she was getting paid $9,000 a month, and I was like,
for
I'd
$9,000
hit
a month.
that for $9,000 a
Exactly.
month.
Yeah.
John
yeah.
Edwards is looking pretty
Yeah,
good to
I
me
was
right
like,
now.
Come
No,
on, John.
you're right. I've been very open. I've got a standing offer. I will have sex with any man for $10,000, and that's cheap.
Really?
Oh, cheap. I'm
It
broke
is
right
cheap.
Now,
I mean, I'm just saying.
dude, I have blown
can
so much money
Look,
in
can
the
I-
last
can I-
couple of years. I need $10,000 so bad that I would have sex with anybody.
All right,
It
hold
would
on,
be
wait,
just
Pugs.
simply an act. But
Will
I'm
you-
getting paid for it.
Hold on, wait,
I'm
Pugs.
not, like, going
I'm asking you. Will you let me pay it off? Can you put me on a payment plan?
Payments?
Payment plan.
Payments?
I
No.
can we,
Can
I'll
we-
pay you a certain
Can we
amount
do
each
like
month.
$50
Look, if you-
down?
hold
and
on.
like-
It's got to
Hold
be
on,
cash in hand because I
you-
may have to kill you afterwards.
If you get under the table right now and just take care of me, I will give you $1,000 a month for the next 10 months.
No. It's got
No?
to be $10,000 right now on the table. I will blow you like you've never been blown
Really?
before. Oh my god!
You really think you know how it works?
I will be. I can figure it out.
Oh, if you okay? See, now that's bullshit right there. Because if you got one, you know how it should be.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
wait, hold on.
care
Did I
of.
mention
I
this
think
show is
so.
for adults? If there's any kids listening, you might want to turn
Yeah,
this off now.
turn it off, you fucking little prick.
I will blow your mind, Big Dave. I will make you.
Mommy, some guy on the radio just said I was a little fucking prick.
Yeah, go tell your mama. Yeah, go tell your mom. Okay, hey mom,
that.
guess what? You're a bitch. Say that. See how that works for you.
Why don't you just instruct them to go find their mommy's purse? and
Yeah, go find
send
your
some
mom's
money into
purse
the Big
and
Dave
send
show.
some money into the Big Dave show,
Yes.
and then ask her if she's got a vibrator.
We're going to hell. I swear to God we are. We're going to hell. I should probably go to a break right now, but I just can't stand it. I have to keep going. Let's move on to something else. In related news, let's talk about Facebook for just a second. All right, we were talking about the gay thing and people having the rights to be able to say, hey, I'm not going to do this, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I got to tell you, this story came out that half of Americans think Facebook is a passing fad, so that's the reason why their sales, when they went public, didn't go so well.
Hey, went well enough.
Those are all 50-year-old buying marketing executives who aren't even on Facebook, who don't understand it's not going anywhere.
Well, a poll by the Associated Press, CNBC poll, and they run up the social network's initial public offering of stock. Half of the Americans also say the social network is expected, the asking price is too high. Mark Zuckerberg, or whatever the hell his name is, created as a Harvard student 8 years ago the Facebook fad, or whatever they were going to call it. He's preparing for what it looks to be the biggest internet IPO ever, expected later this week. Value of the company is $100 billion. Oh my God.
Dick, man.
I don't know another company that's valued that.
Now,
$100 billion. Is Microsoft valued at $100 billion? Is it?
Yeah, they're.
Apple is.
That's
all.
Now, I know
there's a lot of really big companies that are valued up there, close to that, or whatever.
I know a lot of you out there are sitting there asking yourself, well, why did you really bring this up? This isn't the kind of content that the Big Dave and Chloe show would really talk about.
Because it's not the Big Dave and Chloe show, it's the Big Dave show, remember,
You're right. Well, then there you go. That explains half of it. But let me tell you the other half. The reason why I brought this up is because I want to talk a little bit about some of the advertisers. One of the advertisers that left Facebook. And that is GM, General Motors, one of the biggest corporations in the world. All right, also a multi-billion-dollar company. Why did they leave? Here's where our show comes into play. All right, I'm going to tell you why they left. If you haven't heard already, Eduardo Severin, is that how I say his name? Eduardo Severin.
Yes.
I love how he can say like these other people's names perfectly, but he can't say Manny Pacquiao, who is one of the best.
I will take Pacquiao on any day of the week. I will kick his ass. He may think he's tough, but I'll take his little Catholic ass and I'll beat it into the ground because I'll sit on his face and he'll be begging, please, please, fat boy, get off of me.
Brandon looks like a really bad Donald Trump-like.
Hey,
what is up with your hair today, Brandon?
It's kind of gay looking, dude.
All right, nobody could see it on the camera, so we're just going to keep moving. Brandon Shaw from Sunbury just walked in. He's got a weird hairdo going today.
He's got a little gayness going, man.
No,
he looks very feminine
it's like
today.
Mo Howard. You know, it's like a 1930s.
Yeah, like a Ron Howard kind of look.
No, Mo Howard.
Mo Howard.
Oh, Mo Howard. I kind of
like
thought
a
it
really
looked like
pronounced part right down the middle.
Anyway, Eduardo.
You know what that is? Three Stooges. Mo, Larry, Curly.
Yeah, he did too.
Eduardo Severin, the Facebook co-founder who gave up his U.S. citizenship, has nothing against the U.S. It's just that it's complicated rules on the U.S. citizens holding money overseas, as a spokesman says. Mr. Severin, who now lives in Singapore, decided last year to renounce his U.S. citizenship as a decision that was made public a few days ago. The move sparked an outcry among some taxpayers saying that he was doing it to avoid paying taxes. And he goes on to say it wasn't about the hefty tax problem. It was about
bullshit.
No, he said it was simply...
I don't care what he frickin' said. That's what it was about.
Now, you of all people, and this is the reason why I brought this story up. GM backed out because obviously they wanted to look good in the American public side. They're an American car company.
No, but see, GM is a douchebag for doing that because 56% of all of GM workers are overseas.
Okay, well...
So to me, it's, they're trying to, we want to look good, but, if they really wanted to look good, they bring...
My point is they backed out because it doesn't look good on their side, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's my question. We're getting all upset about GM backing out of this. We're getting all upset about him doing his U.S. citizenship, but yet last week we were talking about Mel and her citizenship and how she believes that all the taxes. You were talking about how upset you were about the taxes. So was I. And this is not, for anybody who doesn't, first of all, anybody doesn't know who Eduardo Severin is, he's the guy who was on the movie, he wasn't on the movie, but he was the guy who played the co-founder of Facebook, on that movie, the social
he's
network.
Worth billions, and
now,
it is about taxes, and here's the thing, I don't blame him for renouncing.
But this is what I find interesting because I thought you were going to be totally for this guy renouncing his citizenship because of the way the taxes. He's not the first person. There are several billionaires who have done this just recently, renounced their citizenship because what is it? The Big Brother is becoming too much of a Big Brother in this country, and we're becoming more government
that's what
control.
I'm saying. I just, the only thing that just kind of irritates me about it is that he made all that money here, and he, then he wants to renounce it. But I understand why he did it, because the U.S. government has done something that is like totally stupid.
Really?
If you put your money overseas, if you have your money overseas, the taxes that to bring it back into the U.S., the taxes are like, I don't know, I think they're 28%. Okay, now capital gains tax, if you earn it in the stock market, it's only like 15%.
You're boring me right now.
Well, I'm just saying that's why he did it. Who would want to put your money overseas?
All I want to know, Wayne, is why your story has changed. I don't want to hear the whole, bottom line as a blah, blah, blah,
well,
blah,
that's
blah.
why
all
my
it is to me.
story
Like
has
you said last
changed.
week, blah, 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 blah.
God, you're so
Why
fucking
is your story
stupid.
changed?
You're so fucking stupid, man. You don't fucking understand how the system works. That's why my story has changed. That's why I told you. I understand why.
Watch this. My stance is, I'm glad he renounced his citizenship. If that's what he feels like he needs to do in order to get this government to pay attention to the big guys out there that are trying to make money.
The government's not paying any fucking attention.
Look, it's people like Severin or whatever his name is. Chevron or whatever the hell his name is. It's people like him and Pacquiao that make the money for the U.S. citizens to make more money. Okay?
Right, and
so we don't want them renouncing their citizenship because we're being too much the dicks on the government, because we're putting too much, we're making it hard for them to make money.
Right, and that's my whole point. I understand why he did it. I don't like that he did it, but I understand why he did it. And if the freaking government would just go, hey, look, you can bring your money back and it's only like a 2% tax. You know how much money would come flooding back into our economy?
No.
Trillions.
So what's your point?
My point is the government's fucked up.
Well, that's the reason why he renounced his citizenship.
I know that, but see, you ask a specific... You're so fucking stupid, man. You have no idea how the whole world works. It's like all you know about is Xbox and what you read off of your frickin'...
There is nothing wrong with Xbox. That's how I met my man.
Oh, and that's worked out really good for you.
All right, real quick, I want to hear your thoughts on this, Mel.
I'm sorry, I was watching porn, so my brain.
Of course
kind
you
of
were.
shut
You weren't
off.
paying attention to the show. Nobody pays attention to the show on the show except for me.
Well, apparently there's a new study out at the moment about how porn shuts down women's brains.
I didn't ask for that.
Like, I was watching that and seeing whether it really worked.
Okay, now I actually had that.
I think it has in your case.
It shut down your brain a lot. Yeah. Okay, now listen up. Are we going to move to something else, or are you going to give me your opinion on what this whole thing is?
I'm fucking bored.
Really?
Yes.
Because you don't give a shit about this country.
No, I don't. Really?
Oh, well, that's just fucking lovely.
Why don't you fucking go home?
Bitch, I paid my money to get in this fucking country,
I
so
don't
you can
care.
kiss my black ass.
You can't, you
know,
don't get to sit
hold
here
on a
and
second.
say that kind of shit.
Yeah, I do.
No,
Lane,
you
I
don't.
paid
I gotta
my
point
money,
something out.
I
There's-
waited my 2 years. You can kiss my ass.
I want
and
to point
lick my
something out.
sack.
There's two things that you two say on a regular basis on this show. You say a dango ate my baby.
A
lot.
dango ate my baby.
Right. So and she says I could give two shits about something. That she said that like 9 times last week. I counted them. I could give two shits.
I
could
actually
give two
didn't
shits.
say that.
We should do like some kind of music thing. Dun, 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 dun. I could get two shits. Dun, dun, dun.
Actually-
I could get two shits.
Could you give me 2 shits, please?
You just made whiskey
I'll
come
take
through my
I'll take
nose,
2
you
shits right
bastards.
now. Here. I've got my hand cupped.
Really?
Give me
Try
two
to-
shits
yeah.
right here. Give me 2
I'll
shits.
need
Give me
2
two shits,
shits.
baby. Baby.
Give me 2 shits.
Put
And
you in-
I'm on my way.
Put you in my belly. All right, I don't know where I was going with that one, but there you go. All right, listen up. Moving on. I got to tell you about some odd news. I want to talk about religion now.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
let's take a break and then
Let's.
we'll start the whole religion thing.
Yeah, because I know that's going to get
friggin' ugly.
Yeah, it could get. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to go ahead before the break here. I'm going to go
Jesus
ahead.
Christ, that's going to get ugly.
I'm going to give you the audio on this story, and then we're going to go from there. Okay.
Holy
right.
Allah, that's going to get ugly.
Pod me up over there, sir. Jimmy, producer, sir. Ready?
Friggin' popes.
And I approve this story as odd news.
It's the oldest and most respected major religion in South Korea, and now it's been spectacularly brought into ill repute after senior monks from the largest Buddhist order in the country were caught red-handed setting a bad example by indulging in a cheeky little poker game. Gambling in the country
Cheeky?
is illegal
Do I sound
everywhere
like that?
except for
Yes.
inside just
All right, you guys got to listen. You're missing the good parts, you assholes.
Do I sound
Jesus,
like
shut
that,
the fuck
though?
up.
Fuck you.
All right, go. Damn it! Now it won't play. See, if you would have shut the.
in the country is illegal everywhere except for inside just one casino that's in the northeast of the country. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out that
It
these
ain't
monks,
rocket
who are
surgery.
from the yogi order, seen here smoking, drinking and flipping playing cards on the floor of a luxury hotel room, are flouting the law. As soon as the footage was aired on national TV,
Fluctuating the law.
Do I really sound like that?
Yes, you do.
Fluctuate. This is your sister, baby.
No, it's
today
just
6
British.
of the 8 monks
I'm waiting for her to go. I could give two shits.
I could
in
give
the
two
room offered to
shits
resign.
about the monks.
Leader Master Jinjae, a high ranker from the order, who wasn't even there at the time, said on local TV, those monks committed a foolish act and I confess my sin for their wrongdoings.
Wow.
Actually, what he said was, "Oh,
We'll be right back. The Big Dave and Chloe Show. We are right here with you. Oh, man. At the bar. I'm sorry. Did I say the Big Dave and Chloe Show again, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did."
Yeah, it's because I feel like
It's
that
because
today.
it's at the bar with Big Dave,
It's
bitch.
at the bar with Big Dave. And the name of the show is now Big Dave. The Big Dave and So-and-So Show. We'll be right back.
Big David.
Car crash coming through in stereo. We climbed high from beneath the wreckage. Soldiers of the new day coming. Rise up, all kindred souls. Tonight's the night. got it figured out. Put my theory to the test. All the answers at my fingertips. I can do this in my sleep. Everything under control. Why am I so empty? This world's away from me. Go calculated. This world's away from me. Why do I I've got it figured out. Put my theory to the test.
Are you going to talk? So we're back at the Big Dave. No, it's at the bar with Big Dave.
It's the Big Dave and So show. Get it right, Mel.
I'm not so and so.
I'm going to change
back
the name
to
of the
At the Bar with the Hoe.
With the hoe?
Yeah,
that's going
the
to be
hookah.
the new way we that's going to be the bumper that I record.
With the dingo hookah.
With the dingo hoe.
Screw you both.
Welcome back, 214-736-3569. If you feel like calling, frickin' do it. I don't give a shit. Where was I? We're talking about religion.
Damn it.
So you heard that last story before the break. You're probably wondering, where am I going to go with this? Where do I want to go with it? I'll tell you where I want to go with it. Number one, these guys are regular guys, all right? They're monks. They've taken a vow. Now they're caught with their pants down.
Or their
On a
cards
hidden,
out.
Yeah, cards out in this case. Cards out, smoking cigarettes, chilling out in a hotel room on a religious mission. Is this so bad? Is this so bad? I mean, we're all humans. Religion is a hard thing. I mean, it's a hard thing.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're
well-
going to live a certain life, it's a hard thing to do. And because we're humans, we are susceptible, if that's the right, did I say that correctly?
Dave.
Susceptible to the fact that we are not perfect.
Dave, you're missing the
Why do we
point.
judge? Why are we so easy to judge when we're all a bunch of assholes anyway?
But you're missing the point. See, a truly dysfunctional person will pick a religion like, Christianity or Catholicism. What do you call it?
Are you getting to a point here? Let's go.
Catholicism.
Catholicism.
God, he talks so slow. It's like listening to a
They would pick those kind of religions because you're allowed to, screw up.
Okay.
But if you're going to be, Mr. Monk, or if you're going to, be a priest, you're not supposed to have
Hey, Jimmy,
sex with boys.
Hold on a second. Hold your long thought. Jimmy, could you do me a favor and holler at Pugs and let him know we're back on? Because he wanted to give his opinion on this as well, and I'm getting ready to go.
I don't give a shit about his opinion.
So your point. Your point is that
they picked the wrong religion, man. I would never.
Are
do
you
that.
telling me there is a religion where people don't judge you?
No, I'm saying there's a religion where, like, if you're a Catholic or you're a Christian, you can go in and go, oh man, I'm sorry, I screwed up, and then you're like, okay, it's okay, you're human. But other religions,
It's like 10 Hail Marys and you're good.
right? It's like the whole thing. What does the priest give? For the kid going to confession. What does the priest give for a blowjob? It's just usually a snicker.
Okay, there we go. Okay, here's my concern. My concern is this. As a society, we've gotten to the point where we are indeed too judgmental of other humans that are a part of religion, whether it be monks, Muslims, Catholics, Christians. Catholics are Christians. Whether it be any of these religions, we expect them to live up to a certain order of things. And when they're caught doing things that they're not supposed to do, we judge the entire religion as a whole because we don't understand that it's hard to be a religious person, and it's not simple. Why do we want to judge people? Why are we the first? What it was the Bible says. The Bible says we are first. He who has not sinned, throw the first stone.
Right, and if I had
Right,
a
but
stone, I'd throw it at
but
you.
because people aren't really familiar with who aren't religious, aren't familiar with that, they're going right ahead and throwing that damn stone. They're throwing it and they're going,
fart or something? Why do we have a candle in here? What's going on?
In this room, and
it's
from
Jimmy.
You. I'm just saying, I've been in here all day. And
Pugs,
I've been
what
asking
is
for
the
a candle? And I finally got a candle.
Pugs, what is the funk in this room? There's no funk in this room. I cleaned my balls today.
There is decidedly a funk in this room.
And what does it smell like?
But it's been here all day. So don't.
It's been here all day, so it wasn't just me. It wasn't laying.
Although
I
think it might be the stale whiskey.
Well, Mel's
wine at Boone's Farm.
There ain't no stale whiskey. Look, you diss.
This is the second time he's dissed our
Old Crow
sponsors.
one more time, and you're going to end
How
up
am I
with Old
dissing
Crow.
the Old Crow?
You said stale whiskey. Old Crow don't make no stale whiskey.
Well, no,
this
but-
is fresh.
But okay.
This is
all right.
13 days old, man.
I apologize. By the way, put that pack of Carnival cigarettes back up there. It looks like something you'd get at like a duty-free shop in Guatemala.
He actually does
It's
get it
like
at a
weird
duty-free shop in
off-brand-
Guatemala.
Yeah.
You
Is
said
that what you
duty.
get?
He buys them online.
It's Carnival. What the hell is Carnival cigarettes?
Carnival is cheap-ass cigarettes.
For
as much as I make on this show, that's what I can afford.
It's the Hispanic store Carnival that sells them. It's their name brand cigarettes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Poor Mole about $3.50 a pack.
You can go to Carnival stores and you can buy yourself some of
no,
that goat head meat.
I go
You can
to-
buy some Carnival cigarettes.
Hey Dave, I go to my one of our new sponsors who's going to be going to be sponsoring us, the Happy Moon Smoke Shop over by my house, and you can get Carnival cigarettes and a crack pipe
Really?
in one stop.
Do you get a free lighter?
Yeah, for $5 with a free lighter.
They're going to be shut down next week now. Thanks a lot, asshole. All right. Okay. So back to the conversation at hand. We were talking about the situation of religion and how I think we're
Jesus
really
Christ.
we're really getting too far when it comes to judging people for just being.
We get too far for judging everybody.
Religion. Got nothing to do with religion.
Honey, you're a perfect person to ask because you're not religious at all because you're bisexual. Bisexuals aren't religious.
What?
Yeah, because they're living in sin.
They hate Jesus.
They hate Jesus.
They hate Jesus.
You know, I'm going to call the Westboro Baptist Church whenever you die.
true.
Please explain to me.
Tell them to
this,
come
like,
picket your funeral.
Huge frigging. How the fuck did you get to that?
I don't know. I was being rude and
The Bible
obnoxious.
says so.
No.
Yeah, the Bible says so.
Bible
No,
says
it does.
what?
It
What?
Says Jesus hates you. That's what it says.
Can't
don't
stand
worry.
can't stand your aborigine bisexual ass.
But don't worry, because the Bible also says that God created two great lights, the sun to govern the day and the moon to govern the night. And we all know that the moon is not a freaking light. The moon is a reflector. So don't worry about what the Bible says. They
Sure.
don't know what they're talking about.
Plus, I saw
Does it make
it
you
on
feel
a
better?
wall.
Yeah, I saw it on the wall.
Saw it on a wall downtown. It said,
Go
Jesus
ahead.
hates spies.
Jesus hates you.
You're just dying to say, go ahead. Get it all out, Mel. Get it all out. Start out with saying, I could give 2 shits. Let's go. And go.
I could really give 2 shits.
There
Do
we
you
go.
always give 2 shits? I mean,
I
it's,
could really give 2 shits
hey, but-
about whether anybody judges me, whether for my bisexuality, for my non-religious views, for the job that I do, for my mothering skills. I could give 2 fucking shits.
Okay.
That's who I am. You want to judge me? Screw you. You're not me.
Hold on a
So-
second. Can I stop for just a moment?
It's Jesus
On a-
that's judging you.
No,
Yes,
Jesus is not judging me.
On a side note, for anybody
I'll
who...
give Jesus a blowjob when I get to the gates and I'll be allowed
Wow,
in.
there you go. Wow, I wish I could have stopped that one before it happened.
Hope he likes that. Because if not, you're on a friggin' express elevator
Well-
to
And
hell.
don't think you're the first to try, so you better be damn good.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if the theories are right and Jesus is or God is a woman, then I'm all fucking good. Then
God's
Oh my
not
God.
a woman.
All right, hold on right there. Since look
Really?
for any potential other sponsors of our show, we can do a clean version of the show.
Actually, we're not
Okay,
going to
probably
ever
not.
talk about religion again.
We don't have a dump button like some of the professional shows.
Yeah,
have
if you
a
actually
dump button.
if you've actually heard our show, if you actually heard our show on terrestrial, you'd be able to say, yeah, well, all I hear was beeps or moments of silence. Well, that's the reason why. Now you'll be able to hear it for the first time, real and unedited. So, okay, now your opinion on this. You were talking to me a minute ago, Pugs, about your opinion on this subject. I want to hear what you had to say.
Well, I refresh my memory. Let's recap.
You don't
What are we
remember
talking
what the
See,
hell was
see?
going through your... I can't tell you what was going
See?
through your brain, man.
No.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
We were
What was the
talking
He's
jumping
a
about...
off point?
douchebag.
We were talking about religion. We're talking about guys who are these guys are just regular Joes, man. They want to sit down, have a nice game of poker, have a few
They're
cigarettes.
monks. That's
Feel-
not regular Joes.
I want to
man.
know who allowed them to bring a frigging mobile phone in there with a video camera.
I don't know, but look, all I'm saying is we shouldn't be the first to judge. These guys are human, just like each one of us. If we had made a commitment, sometimes we're going to want to feel a little rambunctious and be a little,
Look,
crazy.
Here's
Let
the
her hair
problem-
down.
Here's the problem with this whole thing. Yes, of course they're human, but this speaks to the hypocrisy of most people who are devoted. Most people, and I'm very anti-organized religion.
Thank you.
I believe in a spiritual side, in whatever it is that gets you through the day. Hey, good for you.
Thank you.
But don't band together in a group of thugs and try and shout everyone else down. These guys, here's why I have a problem with this. And
You're going to
fine.
hell.
Fine.
No, they're not.
And you know what?
At least he won't be alone because
hell
I'll be
ex-
standing beside him.
If hell existed, I'd have a real concern there, but it doesn't. So I'm good with that.
Now,
tell
are
me
you
I'm
sure
going
of that? Are you sure that
positive.
hell doesn't
Yes,
exist? Are
I'm
you
absolutely positive.
What if you let's say you have a heart attack tomorrow, massive coronary, you're done.
Then you
wake
ask
up.
for a seat next to the margarita machine.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
look,
I'm just saying, what if you're gonna feel really effing stupid if you wake up the next day and realize that you're having to convince the Almighty that you're capable of being in heaven without raising too much hell.
I'm willing to take that chance. I do not believe anything that is passed down from 2,000-year-old shepherds, and that's what the Bible is. Again, I'll go back to the moon
Not the New
thing.
Testament.
They
There's
thought
like
the world was flat, and
1900.
they thought the
year.
moon was a light. They had no idea. What we know today in the modern world, and we compare it to what is written in the Bible, that is a joke book. That book means nothing, and there are people that commit
Oh
mass
man, I'm
crime
surprised the phones
in
aren't
the
lighting
name-
up like crazy right now.
I'm about to light up like crazy.
There is the horrors that have been perpetrated against humanity based on the words of 2,000-year-old shepherds is mind-boggling. It's archaic. We are smart, living, evolving human beings. We shouldn't be adhering to something that was written 2,000 years ago. Things that we know are obviously not true. Now, back to the question of monks.
So, what is the actual, I mean, seriously, what's the time frame on referring to something? I mean, if somebody wrote something like, I don't know, 200 years ago, can we still use that document?
Well, I think we need to
in other words, how soon does it have to be for you to believe it?
There is no time frame. We have to be intellectual about it, and we have
So
to be intellectually
No,
consistent.
hold on
if
a minute
it's
now.
something that we now know to be false, like that the world is flat.
Hold on, Pugs.
That's sort of.
Hold on, Pugs. The Bible can't be proven one way or the other. As since the beginning of time, we have all reached for that faith and belief that there's something after death, because it's so hard to believe that our soul will not go on after death.
But the things
so
the Bible
therefore,
tells us
what you're
can be
saying
disproven.
is
Not
what?
yes, but
What? Too much. Hold on. What? What would you say?
There are things written in the Bible can be disproven by today's scientific method.
But there are
First of
things
all-
that can be proven as well.
Okay, well, you're right, but I'm talking, but there are a lot of things that cause me to be skeptical when it comes to everything. I do not put any faith in
Are
the
you saying
Lord
you
in the
choose to
Bible.
believe what you choose to believe?
I choose to believe.
So you live by
I'm a
faith.
scientist. No, I'm a scientist. I believe what evidence tells
Okay.
me
Please
to be
tell me
true.
you're not a Scientologist.
Okay.
No.
Listen.
No, I'm not. No.
Because I was getting ready to
'Cause that's
say,
an organized religion.
is
science
is that fucking
is
moron
true.
Tom Cruise getting ready to
Science
walk
is
in
true.
behind you, or what?
Empirical evidence is all I need to formulate an opinion.
All right, because when I grew up, Pluto was a fucking planet.
Right. That's right.
It really was.
And what happened? We evolved to the point where we discovered that it wasn't actually a planet, but it's a superstar.
Oh, but science is
But
exact.
we learned. No. Science
That's
is
what you
evolving.
just said.
It is what he just
This
said.
is the problem. This is
No,
a-
you did
people
say it was
accuse-
exact.
of-
You said
but
science
it's
was
always
exact.
evolving. We learn more as we get better
Well,
at this
couldn't
art
that
of
be the
science.
same for a written document like the Bible?
No,
or like the
because-
Dead Sea Scrolls.
No.
Have you ever read those?
No.
I haven't
I
either.
don't speak or read Mesopotamian or whatever that is. I'm unfamiliar.
It's okay. Lane doesn't either. He can't even read a regular
Here's the
American
thing.
sentence.
There are
We're going to go into that later, too, as well.
There are certain truths that we know throughout. So when you ask me, oh, well, if something's 200 years old, does that make it? Well, it depends on what that is. If it's 200 years ago, they discovered when the growing seasons were so that they could grow their crops, well, then, yeah, we could still stick with that.
So what
because
about
they figured that
global
out by
warming?
evidence. What about global warming?
Well, I mean,
Are we getting ready to
there's
go off somewhere else here?
Science that shows that global warming is BS, and there's science that shows that it is.
All legitimate science says that global warming is occurring.
That's-
No, junk science funded by the companies that are behind the excessive pollution that we face are the ones who fund all of those anti-studies.
Okay,
If
hold
you were
on.
to- in fact,
All
this
right,
was
go
a
ahead.
story last week of the 50
Go ahead.
top climatologists. All 50 believe in global warming. There was one dissenter in
right.
the 50, and that guy happened to work for Morton Thiokol.
Okay, but
So-
no. I'm not talking about global warming existing. I'm talking about the cause of it.
Okay,
Oh,
now.
well, that science hasn't figured that
Hold
out.
on.
Yeah, so why is everybody busting my ass about freaking oil?
Now, wait a second. This is not where I wanted to go. I don't want to go into global warming because I could give two
right, back to
shits
religion.
about global
Well,
warming.
he
Warming.
started with
Don't
the
steal my
science.
phrase, bitch.
All I'm saying is, I think we need to be more accepting of the fact that as humans we screw up, whether we're religious or not.
Well,
and
that
I'm
was
sick and
part
tired
of the thing
people.
in the Bible that said, you're forgiven for your sins.
But that's the hypocrisy of religion. These men, these monks, are basically holding themselves to a higher standard, and when they think no one is looking, that's all just a shell game. It's hypocrisy. That's the only reason to be upset with these guys. They are human, but they are human beings who have devoted themselves to a lifestyle which holds themselves to a higher standard, and they obviously weren't true to that.
Okay, now I can understand that. I can understand the anger with the hypocrisy
That's kind of like
situation.
politicians, though.
Absolutely.
But it happens with politicians. Once again, it all comes back to human. My point is this, and then we're going to move on. My
Please.
point is this. Let's simply let bygones be bygones. Remember, people, that we're all human, and you too could be someone who has committed yourself to a way of life and screw up from time to
You
time.
know what I'm about to commit
That's the
myself
reason why
to?
forgiveness is there in the first place.
You know
Another
what?
carnival cigarette.
You know what I'm about to commit myself to? Is taking a piss.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
You've been
'cause
drinking enough. I was
gotta
wondering
go.
when your pee-pee was going to start
Well,
working.
you wanted me liquored up so I could read this story.
It's
and
coming up
make a
too.
fool
By the
of
way,
myself,
right after
and-
we get through talking about this real quick break, we're going to go into I think I can read that with Lane, and then Mel's going to give her pick of the week for what is the best sex toy on the market by and that segment's called
I want to play with that.
Do I
Yes,
get to
with
get
Mel.
my? Hey, can I give my pick for the best sex toy?
No, you can't because that's Mel's thing, man. If
No,
you
I
want
mean
to do your
mine is Mel.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We'll go into those segments. And then after we do those segments, we're also going to talk about 7 weight loss tips from a fat guy. Going to go into that,
yeah.
too. I'm gonna give you those, and
Only
you're going to enjoy
eat
those.
one freaking cheeseburger instead of 4.
We'll be right back. You're at the bar with Big Dave, thebarlive.com.
Not so ordinary. You're everything undone. The first Please forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I had to complicate things in a bad situation. Please forgive me, Mother, I'm in again. Oh, so in again. I can't get out again. Send out the dogs, I guess they're coming after me. It feels like I'm going nowhere, somewhere in between all of this. Please forgive me, Father, I'm feeling strange. Sometimes you gotta chase the day in the wrong direction. Please forgive me, Mother, for the way I did. Oh, everything I did, I do it all again. Send out the dogs, I guess they're coming after me. It feels like I'm going nowhere, somewhere.
At the Bar with Big Dave, barlive.com, the fastest growing internet radio show in history.
In the world.
I thought it was At the Bar with Big Dave and the so-and-sos.
And you can also call it that, the bar, the Big Dave and so show. You can also call it the Big Dave and Chloe show.
Or you can also
You
call
know,
it the
right
Big
now-
Day and the Ho.
Yeah, Big Dave and
Dave and Ho.
the Big Dave and Ho show. You can
Dave
call it
and
whatever
Ho
you
show.
want right now. We're still in transition because we're waiting for our little
Oh,
for our
that
little
hurt.
for our little midget buddy to get
Bend
back
over,
online
bitch.
with us.
I'll show you.
Hey, so I was sitting here during break and I learned
farted?
I learned some information that I shouldn't have heard.
So did I.
You guys ready for this?
Your
Yes.
wife told
Okay,
me she
right
has
over here.
bra funk.
No, I wasn't. Oh God, did she really tell you that?
She did.
Yeah, she was-
and then
and
she
she
put her
went-
hand down her bra and
went-
like pulled it across and
She
sniffed
did like
it.
the
Sniffed it?
superstar, you
sniffed it.
know.
Jesus, Taryn.
Superstar.
So Lane goes,
Honey,
no, but
I
my
didn't-
balls get...
Honey, nobody wants to hear that.
So Lane like adjusted his junk and goes, no, but my balls get funky every now and then.
Well, there you go. That's my wife. Congratulations.
I
There
must
you go.
admit, I have never gotten bra funk.
Oh, you're so full of crap.
No.
You've got bra funk
Got
right
cooch
now.
No.
funk one time though.
I bet you've had a lot of cooch funk. All right, so anyway, no, speaking of cooch funk. So I heard some information during the break.
Okay.
And I was like,
Jimmy's gay. Are you serious?
no, we already know that. The thing is, I was told that when they came into the studio to do the show today, there were random condoms here. As many of you guys know, we're in the Sunbrew Bikini House, right?
Yeah.
We're broadcasting from the Sunbrew Bikini
Castle.
studio. And apparently, the first show that came in today was greeted by some used condoms and condom wrappers on the floor in the studio.
At
Well,
least
you know what? That is complete crap because nobody invited me to that party.
Me either. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I could have gotten an email or maybe a text.
Text something.
but at
We could have
least
filmed it. We got high definition cameras. You think we could have at least filmed a little bit of that?
we need to give him
Because you
some-
know it was probably one of them hookers that does the whole Sunbrew Bikini thing. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you're trying to say something?
we need to
Yeah,
give
Go
him,
ahead.
Go ahead.
we need
Go.
to give him fuck you both.
I could give two sheets about either one of you motherfuckers.
Oh, I meant to ask you something.
Go
serious,
ahead.
and
No,
this is a
really. Hold on.
serious
Hold on. Let her
question.
speak first, Lane.
Okay, you speak first,
Please.
and then I got to ask you a serious question.
Go ahead, bitch. Speak. Oh, okay. What's the matter? You got bra funk?
Oh, okay. So now my panties are in a wood.
A dingo ate my thong.
Yeah. I got my thorn up my spooner. Do you
My spooner. What's a spooner?
do you ever get like not give like more than two shits about something?
Like maybe three shits?
Like if something's like really, really bad, you're like,
I could give.
I could give 5 freaking shits about that? Or is it just always like 2 shits?
What are you going to do? You going to go home and are you going to go cry like a little bitch? There you go. Go have a little cigarette. Maybe it'll help your mind. Maybe it'll help your screwed up head. Maybe it'll help your problem.
My screwed up head?
Yeah, you're screwed. Oh, now you want to talk.
My screwed up head? You want to talk about screwed
Are you getting
up
upset?
heads, motherfucker?
Oh, motherfucker. Motherfucker. What? She got that one down. That almost sounded like she was an American when she said that.
Hey.
Motherfucker.
Hey.
Oh, she just hit him upside the head. Don't hit me upside.
That is some bullshit right there.
Look, I'm
only going to pull your hair twice later.
I have brain cancer. Don't hit me upside the head.
I'll smack the face on the back of your fucking head.
Hey, our little midget joined us.
Oh my God!
Shh, don't say his name. It's against the law.
I love him.
Jeffrey Dahmer's here.
Jeffrey
oh my
Dahmer's
God.
here. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? Good to see you in the crowd tonight. I knew you were still alive. All right, so listen up. So where was I at? Oh,
I don't know. She got her
panties in a wad. She got all upset. Okay, yeah, there were condoms on the ground, so I just want to let you know that had to have been Brandon. I'm just saying it had to have been. Anybody disagree that the douchebag was banging some chick over here?
It was probably Brandon trying to make it look like.
You think he planted empty condoms
Yeah.
and condom wrappers just to make it look like he was banging some chick?
Yeah, like it was like
this is what I do on a regular basis.
Like the sex, the sunbrew chicks always wanted to do me, and I had only had 12 condoms, and so I had to I had to tell a couple of them no.
Yeah. So he just used them for the hell of it.
Yeah.
You know what was funny, though? He said there were several condoms there, and it kind of reminded me back with our Taryn and I's experience when we went to the Bunny Ranch. And, we had the 2 hookers, and we were banging, we had a foursome, right?
Okay, I'm about to vomit.
You want to hear the whole? I'm going to tell you the whole story. So we're sitting there, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't really know how this is going to work. And I was kind of drunk, too, so I don't remember a whole lot of it. All I know is I didn't perform as well as I wished I could have. But
that's funny. I've never done that.
Well, so the thing is, though, it's like when we got into the room and we were all beginning to start, I was like, oh my God, because she pulls out one of the girls pulls out 17 condoms and puts them on the bed and goes, we're probably going to go through all these, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell you're thinking you're going to be with, because I can't do that.
Tops.
Yeah, I just need one. Just one, because I'm going to be done pretty soon.
It was the greatest ever. The greatest advertising concept, the extra large condom.
It really was, and everybody bought one, even though they had an extra small penis.
I'd go in and go, hey man, where's the condoms? And they go, what kind do you want? And I'll be like, what do you mean? They go, well, you want the regular or the extra large? And I'd be like, oh, the extra large. I want extra large,
now,
dude.
That's spoken from a man who's not secure with his sexuality.
And then I'd go, can I get some rubber bands too? Do y'all have
right, so you can put the rubber bands, keep it on. I like that one. That was good. That was smooth. All right, speaking of smooth, it is now time for... Bring up the music, man. I think I can read it with Lane. All right, listen up, Lane. It's real simple. Here are the rules of today's I think I can read it segment.
Right? Okay.
Go ahead.
Right.
Here, you can go and have a drink. I think I can read it rules today. First of all, the story that I gave you. It is paragraph number 3 that you will be reading today. All right, paragraph number 3, and only paragraph number 3. You only have to get through an entire paragraph without screwing up once, okay? It's real simple.
Okay.
Now, listen, if you do not say a word correctly, I will give you this sound. And you will have to take off a piece of clothing.
Ooh!
All right? And if we get down to your boxer shorts before the paragraph is over, you lose. I don't want to see your junk, and I don't want to smell any more funk in this room than the funk has already been. Okay, so here we go. All right, are you ready? Now, I know last time we just simply pulled out your leg hairs, but I think this time we should go listen a step further.
This is greatness.
Because you do work out. It shouldn't be that hard for you to do.
It ain't that good.
It's okay. It's okay. And your wife's cool. She'll understand.
Oh,
She ain't watching this shit.
She's in bed.
It's like, this is friggin' garbage. Okay.
All right, here we
So
go.
I'm reading the rare neurons found in monkeys' brains.
Yes, here we go. And the
But
third paragraph.
But I'm going with the third paragraph.
Third paragraph. And go.
An earlier study saw no signs of the cells called von economo neurons
No.
in,
He's correct so far.
I don't even,
Okay, let's start off with, let's say, your shirt. No. Let's do the shirt last. Let's start off with,
I don't have that.
what all is he wearing?
on.
Let me see
He's
what
got thongs on, and he's got, like, redneck khaki pants.
No, let's go ahead and start with the shirt. It'll make it interesting. Start with the shirt. There we go. Okay. All right, and so far we are about that was the first sentence of the paragraph.
We need stripper music.
All right.
The pole
Here we go. All right, second sentence of the third paragraph.
Oh,
Go
his
ahead.
nipples are pierced.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they are.
Can I play with that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's going to be the.
Don't pay attention to the horny Aborigine over here.
But while carefully scrutinizing a small piece of, see that's bullshit that I have to read the same.
It is pronounced macaque.
Macaque brain.
And that is a So let's go ahead and take off your thongs. Go ahead and take off your thongs. There you go. And by the way, now you can say macaque.
Can you
so
take off
you
one
get
thong? Because he's got
No,
two.
he's got two thongs. He has to take them both off because they're one piece of clothing. Okay, now finish the sentence. Start it over again, but while
brain
carefully.
for a different experiment. Anatomist Henry.
Nope. Oh, okay, you're right. You're right. That's correct. But it's actually pronounced anatomist.
Whatever.
Anatomist.
Evard of the Max Planck Institute for Biological Cybernetics in Tübingen, Germany.
Oh, he barely got it.
Stumbled across the rare distinctive cells, about 3 times bigger than other nerve cells. Von economo neurons have long, fat bodies and tufts of massage receiving.
Message receiving, sir. And the pants, please. Thank you very much. Pants, please. Go ahead. There we go. I knew we were going to get to the pants in one paragraph. We already got to the pants.
But it's on the word message.
He couldn't, he could have just said message and he said massage. He could have just said, there you go. Nice guitar boxer shorts. Very nice.
God, this is greatness.
All right. Okay. Once again, you're almost finished. You got like 3 words left.
Well,
message.
It doesn't matter. I'm down to my fucking box. Anyway.
It's message receiving. Go ahead.
Don't take pictures of me. Message receiving. I don't even know what the fuck a dendrites is.
Well, you at least said it correctly. There you go. Bring the music up. There you go. And Lane loses again. I think I can read that with Lane. Ah, too bad Lane screwed that shit up. Damn it. I was thinking you were going to probably get through the whole thing without having to take your pants off, but you didn't. It's all right, man. Maybe one day.
I fucking quit.
Maybe one day you'll get it down. It's okay, though, man.
I'm dressing on camera.
Now you're dressing. Mel.
Those watching, I'm about to post a video.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not like friends with your wife, are you?
We need the promos. No, I'm not friends with your wife. We need the 30-second to a minute promos. I think this is perfect.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, get your shirt back on. It's disturbing even me.
That brought tears to the eyes.
All right, here we go. While Lane is putting his shirt back on, it's only fitting, since he's half naked, to give you 7 weight loss tips from a fat guy. I am your fat guy. You ready, guys? You guys ready for this? Here we go. Number 1, you have to be ready to lose the weight. That's true. You really have to be ready to lose the weight. Jimmy, do you have a microphone over there? Can we get you a microphone? Taryn the Terrific's going to get you your microphone. Yeah, because she's cool like that. She's all good like that. There we go. First of all, you have to be ready. Now, this is a problem with a lot of fat guys. A lot of fat guys are not ready to lose the weight. You know, they're enjoying their burgers, they're enjoying their steaks, they're enjoying things that just make them feel good to be fat.
Hey, man, you're
All right, the second thing is, once you're ready, what are you doing? Oh, okay. All right, you got to get that over. Once you're ready to lose weight, you have to. What are you laughing at, dear? Am I missing something?
She's gonna post this shit all over the internet. She was played with my nipples.
Right, we're done. We're done with that.
I know. But
We're gonna post it. It's gonna look good.
Oh no!
You can check it out on the Big Dave and Chloe Show, Facebook. You can also check it out on thebarlive.com. All right, listen up.
And I made specifically sure to tag Lane in the picture. Right on his ass crack.
Fucking whore.
Okay, first of all, you have to be ready. Back to this. Focus. You also have to have a plan. Once you're ready, you finally have to have a plan to lose the weight. Then after that, you have to keep it simple. All right, now this is important for anybody who's fat out there. You keep it simple. The more simple it is, the better. Look, fad diets don't work. South Beach, Atkins, so on and so forth. They make millions of dollars convincing people that if you go with their diet, you're going to lose the weight. The truth is, it's all about something simple. Cutting back on what you eat and exercising. It's all about portion control. Do it in half. There you go. I'm a fat guy. I know. I've lost weight many times. And the way I lose weight is by cutting what I do in half. Now, Jimmy's a sexy, skinny, well-built young guy. Jimmy, I got a question for you. Are all these making sense so far from a fat guy's point of view?
At all.
Yeah, it sounds. I know that people always give me crap for this, but basically it comes down to eat less, move more, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that you know, it's funny you say that because the next one on the list is be active, eating right will only get you so far. You really have to engage in some sort of physical activity to truly bring your weight loss down to a proper level.
Did you know that you only like the daily recommended allowance for your calories for like a man is actually about 500 calories too much, and that you actually only need about 2,000 calories a day to function.
Why are you telling me this? You're pissing on my parade because if I go down to 2,500 calories versus my 8,000 or 10,000 that I have on a regular basis, I'm really going to be upset that I have to lose 500 more just because Lane said so. Thanks a lot for pissing on my parade, asshole.
What? You just made me take my goddamn pants off on fucking television.
It's okay. I thought you looked good, though. I thought you looked pretty good. I mean,
No,
I'm actually quite impressed.
Good.
I'm not gay, but I'm just saying I thought it looked all right.
It wasn't that good.
I'd hit it.
Oh my God.
Well, then that makes me feel better.
All right, you're welcome. All right, the next one right here. You have to find you have to find the time to lose the weight. All right.
This shit, it's not gonna end, Dave. It's gonna be like
Screw it.
like.
I know she's gonna be talking about it for a while.
But you had to wear the little pretty boxes with the guitar.
All my boxers look like that. They have smiley faces and boxers and shit. I mean,
And the last one is very simply, I'm going to end it right here. The last one is simply don't weigh yourself every day. There you go. There's our 7 tips from a fat guy. And speaking of fat people.
can we go to break or go home or something?
No. Speaking of fat
We
people.
still have 45
You always
minutes.
want to go home when things start getting to the point where they're unacceptable for you.
No, when it's embarrassing for me.
That's what I'm saying. Unacceptable.
Well, you should
My
have read it
mama
right.
sees this, man.
Well, your mom's going to say, well, I raised him good. He looks like he's been drinking a lot of milk.
I do drink a lot of milk.
All right, listen up.
And I walk out.
So,
Walk out.
speaking of fat people, I wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. This came out today. Oh,
Fat people are still fat.
Hold on. That's the wrong one. This came out today. Honda has created a butt-steered Segway.
What?
I am not kidding. Yes, they have. Automakers keep quiet. Automakers keeps quiet as many strange side projects as Honda, which is everything from jet planes to walking robots, underway. On Tuesday, Honda revealed its plan for another company invention, a rolling stool that it now calls the Unicub, which users steer by the seat of their pants.
What if you fart while you're like driving it and you're steering, and then you're like, and then does it still I mean, does that
No,
affect it?
no, it doesn't.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
really cool invention for, you've got your segways that are out there for the people who
So
don't
you
mind
just-
standing all day long, but now they've got something for fat people so they can sit on it
So you
and just use their ass to move around.
I just want to point something out. You did a segment on fat people losing weight and followed it by a segment on how to stay as fat as frickin' possible by riding your fat ass on a Segway and steering it with your fat ass.
Yes, and the
Okay.
reason why is because I thought nobody was going to listen to me, which they didn't, about the fat people losing weight thing.
We were listening, we just didn't give a shit.
Exactly,
I mean-
and that's the reason. Yeah, now you guys give a shit about the butt segue.
No,
it's stupid.
I really don't give a shit about the butt segue. What I give a shit about is that you followed how to not be fat with how to be fatter. You were like, hey, look, here's how to be healthy. Here's how to get as fat as frickin' possible. Your heart could explode at any time.
All right, bring the music up, man. It is time now.
To go home, take a break, kill
It is now
ourselves.
time for our final segment of the show. Can I play with that?
I wanna play with that.
I want to play with that. I want to play with that. With Mel! Go ahead, baby.
I think
Okay.
it was my nipple.
I didn't realize you had like pierced nipples. That's kind of sexy.
Thank you.
Tell me, Mel, what
Thank
is
you.
your
It
sex?
hurt.
What is your sex toy pick this week?
Okay, so we all kind of know I'm a freak. Like, just a little
Really?
bit.
Oh my God! What?
Never
Are you
imagined
kidding
you.
me? Oh my God! I didn't know. I had no idea.
No clue.
Okay, so one of my favorite positions as well is doggy style. This is called the sports sheet doggy strap.
Now, you're going to have to paint a picture of this for people who are listening to it audio only.
Okay.
Oh my God! That is so cool.
Is that
Now,
not the
hold
best thing
on.
ever?
This picture, is that okay to post on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to post this picture on Facebook. But for those that are listening via their iPhone,
You need to bring one of those next week.
those who are listening via iPhone, paint a picture as to what it is.
Okay, so it's basically like a pillowed strap that sits underneath her waist and kind of goes in his hands, so it kind of pulls her up into the
It looks
position.
it looks kind of like a weight belt, you
Yeah.
know, like the weight belts that
Really?
Yeah, but the padded part goes around the stomach.
So how
and
does it
then-
work?
And then the straps come up, and then the
The
dude
dude holds on to him.
he grabs them and
Oh.
pulls them up, and then he's like, "Hello,
Hello.
hello."
Look at what I found.
Yeah.
So the doggy style strap fits around your partner's waist and hips, and you can hold on to the ends. So it leaves her butt and hips elevated and in your control. So it allows for deeper angling to be able to hit the G spot.
Well, if you're equipped, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well-
I always hit it without that, but just think what I could
I've
do
never
with
hit it
that.
before in my
It
life.
gives you greater control during sex. So if you're like having your doggy style position, you can kind of pull it as you're like going hard or in the mid.
You know what I
thrust or
like
whatever
about it?
is.
I mean, seriously, is that it has a one hand feature.
Yep.
So you can hold it with one
Like
hand.
you're riding a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
donkey punch that bitch while you.
Or be pulling the hair.
And the best
or
part
yeah.
is it's only $19.95.
Oh, see.
Really?
That's a gift.
All right, where can we find this? Where can our viewers, where can our listeners go to buy this?
One of our sponsors.
We can
actually.
go. You can go to adamandeve.com, and then you have to go to Kinky Bondage Toys.
All right, do it again. Say it one more time.
adamandeve.com. There is free shipping.
Kinky Toys.
No, adamandeve.com, and then go to Kinky Bondage Toys.
What's scary is you had to actually go there in order to find this.
No,
And that's
I'm a regular shopper at Adam
at the
and Eve.
Kinky Bondage Toys
No, well,
area of Adam and Eve.
I like. Well, my next week's toy is like the
Don't
the
tell
Giant
everybody.
black dildo.
No.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Handcuffs.
No, it's a Hispanic dildo.
handcuffs.
It's red.
But it goes underneath the bed, so you can like hide it from your maid. But they're constant like handcuffs that are actually.
Oh,
like,
he'll find
under
it,
your
honey.
bed.
He'll find it.
So, like, you just kind of strap him down and
That's
away
like,
you go.
yeah, that's like telling me that I can't find the G spot. Yeah.
Well, this thing is just brilliant because, like I said,
19
free shipping. It's
free ship.
$19.95,
See, that's another thing. Free shipping.
and you get $17 worth of gifts.
I'll
when
tell
you
you
buy
what.
it.
Oh my God!
Hold on, wait a second. Listen, all right, listen up. I will put forth the 1995. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to get it.
Okay.
And we're going to let you and Lane show us how it works on next week's show. How fast can it get here, by the way?
It'll take like 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days. Okay, we need to get 1995 together. Can you go home and order it, and I'll just pay you back?
Yeah.
Okay, go home and order it, and then you and Lane can show us how it's supposed to work on next week's show. So anybody out there who hasn't had a chance to watch the video,
Yay.
next week will be a big time for you guys to watch the video.
I'll
All right,
try
listen
not
up.
to
Bring the
get
music
hard.
up. Here we go. And there you go. It is
I want to play with that.
with Mel. Want to thank each and every one of you for listening to our show today. Here at the bar with Big Dave. TheBarLive.com, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 to 9. If you missed the show, you can check us out on our podcast on iTunes. Just remember, you can't fast forward that shit with iTunes because iTunes sucks. And also remember that you can also check it out on YouTube where you can actually fast forward it. So I prefer YouTube. We're going to have both of those online within the next 7 hours so you can replay the show and laugh your ass off all over again. Go ahead.
Don't forget our sponsors,
Old
Crow
Crow
Reserve, Carnival Cigarettes, Boone's Farm, Wine.
And Adam and
Revolution Lane.
AdamandEve.com.
And RevolutionLane.net.
RevolutionLane.net, where I got tons of like really cool stuff you can go check out and buy and and make me at least just a little bit of money so I can get off food stamps.
At any time, you can feel free to email us at the Big Dave and Clo Show at yahoo.com. You can also friend us at the Big Dave and Clo Show on Facebook. Just simply search out the Big Dave and Clo Show.
So,
yeah. And you'll find our personal Facebooks on there as well if you want to communicate with us.
Oh, and
Jimmy,
one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Run ahead. We got.
If you don't like the show, fuck yourself.
There you go. And with that being said, until next Wednesday night.
What?
I'm done.
Okay.
I've had all I can take.
Okay.
Don't argue with me. When I decide I'm going to end the show, I'm going to end the show.
Okay.
I'm going to go home and have some steak.
Okay.
Ooh, really? We're having steak?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Until next week, I'm Big Dave right here with you, along with the lovely Mel and Lane. Jimmy behind the board. We'll see you guys then.